In our consumer news today, if you've been waiting for the right time to buy a home, some encouraging news for you this morning. The housing market is shifting in favor of buyers across much of the country. January saw 3.7 months of for sale supply, the highest in 6 years, meaning sellers are slowly losing leverage. Southeast Florida buyers currently have the most purchasing power in the country. And the Department of Government Efficiency wants to charge one federal agency millions of dollars for its work. The Elon Musk-led DOGE has asked the Office of Personnel Management to fund 20 full-time positions through summer of 2026. The bill could exceed $4 million, with OPM also required to provide DOGE access to its data, systems, and technical support. Bakeries just cannot beat the rising egg prices, so your cakes may be starting to cost more with many spring holidays just around the corner. It's a busy time for bakeries, but they are feeling the pinch from high ingredient costs. As a result, Linda's has raised cake prices by an average of 5%.
Try to do the best we can to keep a reasonable price for the customers while still being able to stay in business.
Other items like donuts will also see a price hike soon, officials say. Tariffs, long promised by the Trump administration, went into effect at midnight. More of them did, at least. This time it is a 25% tariff on Mexican and Canadian imports and an extra 10% on Chinese goods, bringing those levies to 20%. U.S. markets began to react soon after that announcement yesterday. Sherelle Hubbard reports.
It was all smiles as the closing bell of the New York Stock Exchange rang Monday afternoon, but the closing board read differently. The Dow Jones average tumbled 650 points as the tariff deadline drew near. Many economists fear goods like groceries, electronics, clothes, and cars will increase in price, leaving investors worried. The tariffs on the U.S.'s top 3 trading partners, Mexico, China, and Canada.
Tomorrow tariffs 25% on Canada and 25% on Mexico, and that'll start.
On top of last month's increase, a 10% hike on Chinese imports will be applied, bringing the percent to 20. Canada is expected to react.
We will have a strong, unequivocal, and proportional response as Canadians expect.
Although U.S. companies will ultimately be responsible for paying the tariffs, some people say new tariffs could be good leverage.
The key would be no tariffs. But to get there, there's a negotiation. He's starting that negotiation.
The Trump administration argues that tariffs will stimulate U.S. production.
So what they have to do is build their car plants, frankly, and other things in the United States, in which case they have no tariffs.
So the idea is come to America, build greatness in America, build for the American customers in order to bring production to America.
Trump says he's using the tariffs to punish countries that he says were taking from the U.S. economy without giving enough in return.